Dear students, welcome to the second lecture of ModPro part 2. In this video I'm going to tell you about MATLAB and matrices, and after this video you will know how matrices are defined and how you can obtain certain values from these matrices. So let me first start with showing you a matrix. And I'm sure you've already had some introduction into matrices. The name of my matrix will be A, and it looks like this. Well, and a matrix is actually an array of values, and it can be numbers, but it can even be text. It's essentially a tool that can be used to store a lot of calculations. So first thing, if you want to define this matrix into MATLAB, you will have to write something like this. A is 1, 6, 5, 3, spaces in between, a semicolon, 9, minus 3, 4, 8, with a semicolon, and then a 7, minus 4, minus 5, and 4. And this can even, in MATLAB, this can be one line. A matrix has two important dimensions. One is over here. This is a column. And over here we have a row. And that's important to remember. So, because if I want to have one specific value out of this matrix, which can be useful for instance, calculations, then I need to request this value in this manner. A, I, J is, for instance, a value of A. And in this way, I request a value out of my matrix, and I request a value that is in the ith row, so row number I, and in column number J. So let's try this once. If I want to obtain the value A 2, 3, I have to look in row number 2, so it is this row, and column number 3, so it's this, so that's number 4. So the value is 4. So if you want to obtain a value A23, it will be 4. So A 3 will be minus 5. And so I can continue obtaining these values. Well, there's one more thing I can do, and what that might be important is I can obtain the value of A double dot 1, for instance. Now I request all values of. So now I'm requesting all values from the first column. So I go to the first column, it's over here. So my result will be 1, 9, 7. So it's actually just one single row. And we call this a row vector. And a vector is simply a list, a one-dimensional list of values. So I can request a, well, 2 double dot as well. So I request all values of the second row. So that will look like 9, minus 3, 4, and 8. And, well, I hope it won't surprise you, but we call this a column vector. So and these are really the basics of working with vectors and matrices. So I recommend you just to start practicing this and obtaining vectors and matrices. And I hope to see you in part 3 of this lecture about Boolean operators. Good luck with the assignments.